we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UTEP Miners, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Miners will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Rice's offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
He'll do it himself. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The inside handoff. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell, just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Owls.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
7, UTEP 0.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Miners offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against them and try to...
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for space. It's Chandler. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Gain of 12.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Miners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Muscling ahead on third and short. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTEP.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had...
Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A first and 10 for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Fires toward the target. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Ivory. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. To the air on first down. Caught. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. So now it's second and long. And fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picks up the first down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass hits complete. Still on his feet at the 45. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He makes a grab down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners.
Man, it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature them, throw it up, let them go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Wide receivers all over the place, trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Quick release on the RPO. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Trying to run, it's Anger. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Rice!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
17, 14.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Miners with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smalls. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Still looking on the move.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Give to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got room at the 35. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Gets the first himself. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He's got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Miners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Swings it out to the flat. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, UTEP! And they take it in for 6 more points. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Finds his man. It's Huff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Huff. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gonna run it. It's Anger.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the Owls want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Chandler. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. that last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
The Owls come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Floats it out in space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Fires complete on the crosser. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Reinbold. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And we'll start the fourth quarter by trying to boot a 3 through there. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
That's caught. It's hot. Smashes through the tackle. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught over the middle. It's Huff. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Got it in the middle. It's Ivory. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It'll be a draw. Running to Green. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Ivory. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not...
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Motion from the wide receiver. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2. The Miners are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Gives them a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The RPO fired complete to the left. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. And the Miners will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Miners line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Rice rushes to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45, on his way. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on 1st down. Snap in the shotgun. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a dub.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.